Julian, you know it's Rio Grande Valley. You guys have kind of gone back and forth with them this year. What do you know? They've changed a little bit too. What do you know about them?
They added some veteran DBs in their lineup with Pierre Thomas and coming back, and he's going to head that defense, and he's very aggressive as far as being a defensive back. He's been at our games. He knew that he wanted to play again, so it's a good thing that he's back on the field. And he got a couple other guys back with him. Ricky McKinley from here, he went down there, so their defense has changed a little bit, but we know that we can score. We know we can score on them. We know we can move the ball, and that our offense is going to have to put up points and be consistent. Defensively, we just have to stop Young. That's point blank, like we said before, and we haven't done it. I gave him, I believe, like 9 touchdowns in 2 games, which is ridiculous, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to stop number 4.
You know, it was interesting after the game talking to the guys on the field about how, you know, they were all celebrating and feeling good, but, you know, they all realized that it wasn't over yet. And, you know, they were already talking about getting ready and practicing and working for this last game. So that says a lot about the professionalism of the guys. That's
a great feeling when you have the guys come in and they're ready to go to work and know that this isn't done just because we won and got into the championship game. It doesn't mean anything. It means that we need to work hard so we can win it. The season will be a failure if we don't win the championship, even though we came back and did a good job for people in the stands and everything else. But we play to win championships, not just to give a good pound of back saying good job this season.
You have a lot of momentum, confidence after this winning streak, and keep the team from getting overconfident as you head into the championship match.
Showing the mistakes we made on the field, showing the things that we did wrong. We came off with 3 interceptions, could have been 5. We saw that we gave up some easy touchdowns late in the game, earlier in the game, I'm sorry, and let them know that, hey, we have to play perfect. Our kicking game has to be better. We have to make sure we put the ball in places and pin their offense back so we can make sure that they, because their quarterback doesn't want to get hit. He doesn't want to get hit, and he tries to get the ball out quick, so that's going to do something for our defensive rush. So now we really want to get after the quarterback this week.
Was that the most you guys have struggled in the current win streak? And if so, is that a good thing to get that out of the way before the championship game?
I believe it is a bad thing. I don't like struggling on, but it's good to get, like you said, to get it out of the way before we get down there to San Angelo. Let the guys know that we have to step it up. The defense is proven now that they can play and that they're going to hold our backs, and that's what they did in the second half. So now, even though, we scored 56 points, but that's just not enough to me. We have to make sure we score every time on offense. I love field goals. We love Jason, but we want points. We want 6 and 7.
Does having the home field advantage for either team, a neutral site, I don't know how big the crowd will be. How do you get them motivated to get down there on the neutral site?
Because I tell the guys, anywhere we go, we make it our home. We make sure that we take over their fans, and we make sure that their fans cheer for us. And the way you do that is put points on the board, but have a good time and have it clean, fun, and get them involved and get them on your side. So when we do go away, teams and their team fans, they really like us. So we make sure we get them involved and we take over whatever field we're on. So we are the home team going in, so that's going to help it. And I know we got a lot of fans out there here in Amarillo is going to come to the game.
You got your DBs from Rio Grande Valley, didn't you?
Yes.
Way back when. Is there what's that like for them? Do they care? Is there any bad blood, any extra motivation for those two?
Those two just play on straight adrenaline anyway with each other, so they're just excited about playing. But when I said when we got the announcement about Rio, they came running back out the tunnel real excited. So I know they have some things they want to prove to that organization. They were the #1 reason why their defense was good down there in the first place. So I know they want to go back and show them why they are top and why they did leave, and they're excited to be here. So we're happy they're over here.
What can you take those first 2 games? I know they beat you, but there's been so much turnover since then. What can you take from those first 2 games?
We have, like I said, we had 2 quarterbacks who had never played the game for like a combined 7 years, but we still put up over 50 points. So that's a big testament right there in itself. And now we just have to stop their offense. We stop number 4, we win. He scored 4 or 5 touchdowns himself. So that right there, one guy doing that's not going to work if we're trying to beat them. So our offense is way more productive, and our defense is more solid. Our defensive line, I know we get a lot of for the DBs getting their stats up, but really that defensive line is really coming now. Lawrence Rump is he's just carrying his defense right now at nose guard and creating havoc and creating gaps for everybody to get through. And Anthony's been solid all year. He's been solid all year and stepping up when we need big plays, and just like last week, getting that safety and everything else. So we're doing good, and our defense is really picking us up.